Hello guys, I would like to extend my gratitude to Itumeleng for inviting me to come and discuss with you in relation with healthy eating in the era of COVID-19. Thank you so much. Before I start with my presentation, I want us to level the ground first. We must remember that COVID-19 stands for Coronavirus Disease 2019, which is the disease that is caused by the SARS coronavirus 2 or the SARS-CoV-2, because I usually hear people saying that the virus is corona, the virus is corona. No, the virus is COVID. It's not COVID. COVID is the disease that is caused by the virus. Nevertheless, let's also recap about the protection tips so that when I'm going to talk to you about healthy eating lifestyle, what are the tips that you should keep in mind? Let's quickly go down memory lane. Remember to always wash your hands, or let us all wash our hands because I am as much affected. And we should always keep a social distance. When we cough or sneeze, remember to cough or sneeze into the folded arm, or you use a tissue and immediately dispose the tissue off properly. And then when a person feels like they are sick or something, they have got some fever, please seek medical attention quickly. And always cover your nose. Pardon me for now, I have not covered my nose and my mouth because I want you to hear me properly. And please stay home. When it is not necessary for you to be out there, stay home, because that helps with the reduction in the infection rates. Because remember the saying that the virus does not travel, only people travel. Yes. Now, what are the healthy eating strategies that we should follow during this period of coronavirus? Let's talk about the forgotten nutrient, which is water. Water is a nutrient, if you guys did not know or if you guys were not aware. Water is the forgotten nutrient. I'm saying it's the forgotten nutrient because usually when we talk about nutrients, people think about vitamins, minerals, proteins, and they never mention water. Water, a person has to take lots of clean, safe water. I'm saying clean, safe water because it does not automatically mean that the sources of water that we get, it might be from the tap, it might be from the dam, it might be from the borehole. The water is safe for human consumption. You need to make the water safe either by adding a teaspoon of bleach in 25 liters of the water, or you can boil the water and let it stand overnight. Please, guys, rethink your drinks. Water is the best fluid to take, unlike you taking fizzy drinks, unlike you taking fruit juice, because some people think that when they take fruit juice, it is more healthy than drinking water. That is not the case. Rethink your drink. The other strategy is you must enjoy a variety. I hope you hear what I'm saying. Enjoy. I'm not saying eat. I'm saying enjoy a variety of foods, because when you are enjoying a variety of foods, you will also be enjoying a variety of nutrients. There are a variety of nutrients in foods. Different foods give you different nutrients. They also give you different phytochemicals. Phytochemicals are other chemicals that you find in food which are not yet identified, and also some are identified and they are protective. So a variety of foods. And we are saying several colors. But in Mzansi, we are Mzansi people, we say 7 colors. So you can enjoy 7 colors. The more colorful the plate, the more the variety, the better the nutrition. The other strategy is to make starchy foods the part of most of your meals. So if you've got a plate like that, so a bigger portion of the plate has to be starchy foods. I know people will think, but starch can make me fat. No, that is not the case. What makes you fat is what you add into the starch, because some people may add oil, some may add sugar, which increases the concentration of the energy. So the starchy foods should be made, you have to make them a bigger portion of your meal, because they are high in fiber. Fiber helps with regulating the bowels. They also have vitamins and minerals which help to protect the immune system. Remember, in this era, we are concentrating on the immune system, improving the immune system. So starchy foods have got a variety of vitamins, especially your B vitamins, which help with the using of the energy, or the burning of the energy that you have taken. The other strategy is to eat plenty of vegetables and fruits daily. I hope you hear I have deliberately started with vegetables and not fruits, because I know fruits are good, but the fructose or the sugar content in the fruit is higher. So you must take a variety of vegetables, or more vegetables, about 4 or 5 types of vegetables. And when I talk vegetables, I also refer to our indigenous vegetables. Mirogo ya rena ko gae, leroto, mpodi, telele. I'm also referring to those are also vegetables. Their nutrient content is as superior as the Western vegetables, or even comparable to the Western vegetables. And guys, I know at times we might not be able to get a fresh vegetables or fruits, and people might be tempted to go buy processed ones. Please be careful not to buy a lot of canned vegetables or canned fruits, simply because canned vegetables and canned fruits have got sodium, they've got salt, and the salt increases the blood pressure and also increases the risk of developing heart disease. So if you want an option of processed vegetables, or vegetables with a longer shelf life, rather go for the frozen ones, unlike those that are canned. Or you can also go for the dried ones. Yes, vegetables and fruits, remember, they are high sources of vitamins and minerals, which will protect your immune system, which will boost your immune system, so that when you get infected with the virus, or when you are walking around and you come in contact with an individual who is infected, your immune system is strong, then it can fight and prevent you from being infected. The other health strategy is to eat dry beans, split peas, lentils, and soya regularly. These are protein sources. They are plant protein sources, and they are very good protein sources because they do not have cholesterol like the other brothers of protein, like your meat, your fish. There we find cholesterol, or you get cholesterol in those. But from your legumes, your split peas, your lentils and soya, there is no cholesterol, but they are very good sources of protein, and protein also helps in building the muscles, strengthening the muscles, also improving also your immune system. Yes, I know people will complain that, when I eat beans, I produce a lot of gas. Yes, it will happen. You will produce a lot of gas, but remember, the system gets used to it. So if you get used to eating these beans 2-3 times a week, then the production of gas is going to gradually decrease until you are no longer producing gas. You will produce more gas because you only eat beans once in a while. So make it a habit of eating your beans, lentils, and soya 2 to 3 times a week for the benefit of your health system. The other strategy is eating or having milk, mass, yogurt every day. I love plain yogurt. You must try plain yogurt because it is not sweetened, especially low-fat plain yogurt. You've got bacteria in the plain yogurt, which helps with the bacteria that is in the stomach. And that bacteria that is in the stomach helps to fight against the bad bacteria. So when you are eating yogurt, especially plain yogurt, you'll be benefiting your whole health and your whole body. So have milk, mass, yogurt. There is vitamin D in milk. Luckily in South Africa, all our dairy products are fortified or they've got added vitamin D. That vitamin D does not only help to build bones or teeth as we were taught at primary or high school. The vitamin D also helps with the immune system. It boosts the immune system because it has been shown, studies have shown that people who lack vitamin D have got a poor immune response. So when they get infected with various infections, then their immune system gets compromised. The other thing that I want you to advise you about taking is chicken, fish, lean meat, and eggs. Because at times you find people do not want to eat the meat, fish, poultry, and eggs when they are sick. Guys, lean meat, by lean meat, you must cut the visible fat. Lean meat, fish, with fish, then it's opposite. It's no longer lean, it's fatty fish. Because the type of fat that you get in the fatty fish, it's very good for your immune system. It also protects the inflammation. When you get infected with corona, then what happens is your body undergoes inflammation. But the type of fat that you get in fatty fish, and when I talk of fatty fish, I also refer to the ordinary sardines that we buy. The ordinary Lucky Star, we call it Lucky Star. Pardon me, I'm not selling, but I'm just saying, in South Africa, when we're talking tin fish, we are saying, go buy Lucky Star, even if the brand is not Lucky Star. You will pardon me, guys. But that tin fish, the fat in the tin fish is very good because it prevents the inflammation that is caused by the infection that you get. And there's also iron in meat, in fish, in poultry. There's also iron which builds the hemoglobin, and hemoglobin is that fraction in the blood which carries oxygen. I know you have heard that people with the corona or COVID, who are infected with corona or with COVID disease, have got a problem with oxygen. Their oxygenation is a problem. But remember, hemoglobin and iron that you get from the meat, fish, poultry, it helps with the transporting of the oxygen. Then fat. Yes, you must eat fat, but you must eat good type of fat, and you must limit the amount of fat because fat is a good and a concentrated source of energy. So when we're talking about good fat, we are referring to avocado fat. We are referring to peanut fat. We are referring to olive fat. We are referring to canola oil, sunflower oil. Marula, the marula nuts, the cocoa, there is fat in there. That is a very good type of fat, which is monounsaturated fatty acids. That is very protective towards heart diseases and also preventing the inflammation that occurs because of the infection of corona that we have. Or after you have done all that, after you have eaten all that, remember to be physically active. By being physically active does not necessarily mean you have to be a member of a particular gym. You can walk around your block. You can take, if you've got pets, you can walk your pets around. You can walk with your kids and try to make it a family thing so that you enjoy it. Being physically active does not necessarily mean joining a gym. Walking around, skipping active and gym. Walking around, skipping around. If you've got a pool at home, swimming 2-3 times a week, you need a minimum of only 30 minutes, half an hour for you to be physically active in order to maintain the muscle tone, in order to improve your immune system and even your skin. Your skin also glows. Guys, I will do injustice to my profession if I did not talk about breastfeeding and COVID this week, because we are in the National Breastfeeding Week. When a mother is infected with corona, please, they should continue breastfeeding. They should continue breastfeeding because breast milk imparts that protection. It imparts, or it gives the child the immunity that they deserve. The mother has to exclusively breastfeed for 6 months. 6 months exclusive breastfeeding. You're not giving any water. You're not giving anything. Just breast milk. that in itself is protective. And if the mother is infected or they suspect that they're infected with the coronavirus, they must just put on their mask to close the mouth and the nose and continue nursing the child. Then in that way, you will be giving your child the best foundation ever. In conclusion, I would like to say to you, there are no superfoods or magic bullet foods. You have to take a variety of food. The secret is in the combination of different types of foods. And please, rethink your drink. Drink water. Thank you so much.